So this is just a test. I have this framework that I soldered together, wrapped it around some black cardboard, and 3 servos attached with this sticky tacky putty, so everything's kind of shaken up a little bit. It's nothing permanent. A quick little connection between my servos. This is how I decided to do this test. But down here I have the Arduino Uno. I have the mpu6050 gyroscope, an infrared receiver for remote control. Right now that's all I have for remote control. But for right now I don't have the remote programmed or any of the functionality added to this example. Right now what I have is a test setup for the gyroscope. So one of the things that I'm working on here is when I tip it to the right, the x-axis. So that creates lift on that right side. It's going to want to lift it up, which is going to lift the airplane back to level. And when the gyroscope goes too far left, or actually in this case right, then it's going to create lift on this side now until it levels itself out. So when that's level, that's when those should be level. When there's turbulence, it should correct. Or so I think. Let me know what you guys think. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys a few things. First, what I have here is Atom. I've been programming my Arduino. This is an Atom ID, and I've installed platformIO. This is Chromebook, Asus, run Linux, GNOME shell. So the Windows manager, everything you see here is GNOME shell. So if you wanted to start up your editor, you type in Atom and then you open it up, and then that'll get you somewhere like right here. I'm always monitoring my CPU usage, my RAM, hard read and write, temperature, 20 degrees Celsius, something I always keep an eye on. So this is and what I did was I installed platformIO IDE. So install that package, install a few things, install this build platform debugger, and then once you do that, you get a home screen like this, and you type a new project, you give it a Uno, you type in Uno, give it a name, and then hit finish, and then it'll open up your first project, and you'll be at something like this. So something else about what we have here, libraries. So we can type in mpu6050, and we can start looking at example code for the gyroscope that I'm using. And I can, this is important, it's a nice feature to have, to, access to example code. But so right here is my servo, my 3 servos connected to the gyroscope, and it pulls 3 values from the gyroscope, and those values are then written to the servo motors in what position to 5 degrees or 45 degrees or whatever the gyroscope reads is the value that we're sending over here. And I could, if it's too aggressive, I could what would you do, is divide it by 0.25%. You can do that to all these 3 servos, or I'm not sure yet how I'll do that yet. I'm still thinking about that. But and then here was the infrared remote connected to servos, and what this here, I have the Roku TV remote. I mapped it out. When you click a button, it'll go slow. It'll make slow changes to the servo. If you hold the button, it'll make fast changes to the servo. So up, down, left, right, center. That's what I have here. So turning left, slow, then turning right, slow, turning left, fast, turning right, fast, and then center the servos to 90 degrees, which is like 0, I guess, if you want to think about it. So this is just an expression. If that button is pressed, then we're going to do some math, and then we're going to tell the servo to there. So in order for this stuff to, with this, so here's how I would, with hotkeys, Control Alt U, I would upload it directly to the Arduino. You know, I can make my changes. If I'm looking for all the servos, and I want to, you know, search through the code and see what's going on with my servos, I have 3 attached. Reading those 3 values, writing those 3 values, and then printing those 3 values to the screen. So what I'm going to do here shortly is I'm going to take the remote control and I'm going to add it to this code here. I'm going to change this away. I'm going to make this whole situation here like its own function. I'm not just going to loop it. I'm gonna case the button is pressed, then do this. You know, I'm probably gonna do something like that. We'll see here. So let me know what you guys think.